Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Well, today is going to be the day that we're reviewing the hero cards that we picked up from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway after this weekend's activities. So I'm going to slide these one at a time in front of the camera and do the best we can to show them off. I'm going to do this numerically, so that way you'll kind of know. And I'll be honest, there were several big-name drivers that did not have hero cards out, or maybe I just missed them and didn't see them. But both days, there were certain ones that didn't have any hero cards out, and I just thought that was a little bit strange. So here we go. We're going to start off with 00, Quinn Huff, or Quinn Huff, depending on how you hear it pronounced. And he was the only one that had pre-signed his, so I thought that was kind of cool. And I'll just give you a quick front and a back here. Then I'm just going to lay these down right here and hope that nothing goes tumbling. Then up next, we have Kurt Busch. He didn't have these out on Saturday, but luckily had them out on Sunday. So, nice looking card there. Next up, it's going to be a little harder to get in the shot. The vertical ones are. This one's a really nice one. I really like the way that the graphics are back there, with everything splashing up. Then you have some information about driver. Zoom in on that, so if somebody wants to read that a little bit. Next few are going to be vertical. So Austin Dillon is next. And in the back of this, it says, "Thank you RCR and Team Rubicon Veterans and Active Duty Military," right there in the top. So it's names there. A bunch of names. So that was pretty cool. And you see the American flag there on the background. Up next is Kevin Harvick. Little information there. And Danny, believe it or not, Kyle Larson was one that did not have any hero cards out, so I was a little disappointed in that. So we immediately go up next to Ryan Newman. He drove the Oscar Mayer car this weekend. Of course, that's one of the rotating primary sponsors on Roush Fenway for the 6 car. Corey LaJoie didn't have anything out, but Tyler Reddick did. So we front and back there about Tyler. Then up next, Chase Elliott. He did have a hero card display out. And what I really liked about this year's hero cards is none of them were grossly oversized, had the foldovers with the coupons, or there was not really any oddball size ones. They're all pretty close to the same, so I can appreciate that. Up next, excuse me, Eric Almarola, recent winner at New Hampshire. Of course, that's his Dega win in, what was that, 2017 or whenever he started driving for the team. So now they have another victory photo they can use. Denny Hamlin, who had a decent day going at Indy till the couple laps to go. We all know what happened there. Ryan Blaney, I believe he ended up being runner-up, so not too bad. Then we just had Hamlin, so now you have Chase Briscoe. It's a lot of interesting photos and whatnot. Chris Buescher did not have one. At least I didn't see any that he had out either day. But Kyle Busch did. So you see some information about Kyle Busch. There's an extra one there. Pull that one to the back here. Sometimes these stick together. Then MTJ. He always seems to run the auto owners insurance scheme at Indianapolis. I don't know if they have headquarters in Indy or close by, and just the reason they pick it. We have another vertical here of Christopher Bell, trying to get it in the picture for you guys with the C-Bell logo there on the bottom. And there is the back of this hero card. DiBenedetto did not have anything, so we go to Joey Logano. And believe it or not, William Byron didn't have anything out. That really surprised me. So nobody that had numbers, what was that? That was number 22. So we go all the way to 42. Anybody that had numbers between 23 and 41 had nothing out. which there's only a few cars, but still that surprised me, especially William Byron as a high profile of a team as that is. So you got Ross Chastain there. Then up next is Alex Bowman, who's done a really good job driving. Technically, this is still the old 88 team, just in a 48 paint, because the old 48 team, of course, is Larson in the 5. And then our final one is Josh Balicki, who ran a Saved by the Bell paint scheme. They did have a card with the actor Screech on it. I didn't take that one. But Josh Balicki running a Saved by the Bell scheme from Insurance King. So you can see a little bit better Saved by the King. So that's pretty cool there. So if there were no drivers represented in this, they just didn't have hero cards out at all either day. Because we made 2 runs back there each day at the haulers, and there was nothing. I mean, there's a group of people back there that stood back there all day. There's literally, if you guys have been to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and if you know where the haulers parkway in the back, there's a little section that leads to the back of the garage area, and there was literally 8 to 12 guys standing there all day with their backpacks and their little radio flyer wagons just full of stuff, and all they did all day, they never watched a bit of on-track activity. All they did all day was get stuff signed, die-casts, hats, books, cards, shirts, whatever. So, so up next we're going to do Xfinity. Again, we're going to do this numerically, and if there's no driver represented, they just didn't have a hero card out there. We're going to start with, it's kind of funny, we ended the Cup with Josh Balicki. We're going to start the Xfinity with Josh Balicki, so the 07 car. I believe this is Go Green Light Racing. And they always have a rotating door of sponsorship. Up next, Michael Annett. Of course, Chase Elliott drove this car in the Xfinity race, but due to Michael's injuries. But Michael should be back fairly soon, I would guess. Up next, driving for Joe Gibbs, we have Daniel Hamrick. And some very hard to read text about Daniel. Brandon Jones, this one's really flimsy. And you know what? I realized that I did forget a driver, and I'm going to have to go back and get that one for the Cup Series. So I'll check that out in just a second. I think I have it right here, don't I? Yeah, there it is, right here. There was one driver in the 30s in the Cup Series that did have one, and I missed out, or thought I was going to miss out. Michael Mcdowell. Look at that. That's really sharp there. Really, really nice. Michael Mcdowell. So I'm going to leave that one aside so I can put it in the pile here. Then Austin Cindric, last year's Xfinity Series champion. Jeremy Clemens, which was a pretty cool looking car. I didn't know that till midway through practice when I seen this car. Seen a bunch of guys with the wings, etc. uniforms on. Didn't know that was his team till got down there and started looking around. Brandon Brown. Hopefully he can get some sponsorship as well. He has seemed to really overachieve. I think it was last year or the year before when he made the playoffs. And then our final one of the day is Riley Herbst. A little glare there. Got Riley driving for Stewart Haas Racing in the Xfinity Series. Kind of having just a, I would say, a mediocre year at best. I don't even think he is in playoffs yet. I don't think he's locked in. I don't think he is. Obviously, he doesn't have a win, so he's not an automatic lock. But he still hasn't. He still has not found his way into that top 12 just yet. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's hero card video. That was all the hero cards that I picked up at the Cup race and the Xfinity race this weekend in Indianapolis. Hopefully, I was hoping they would have had more. Like, you know, I was kind of disappointed that Larson and Buescher and a few of the other top guys, Byron, you know, a little disappointed those guys didn't have any out. Maybe their PR people just hadn't put them out yet, or maybe when they did and we went back to the garage area that they'd all already been snagged up. Really don't know the situation, but, unfortunately we didn't get them, but we'll try again next year. So anyway, thanks again for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. If I said Monday at the top of the show, I apologize. Again, just been working a lot of overtime and getting a little sleep. So a little confusing to me as to what day I'm on and which way I'm going. But today's Tuesday, so enjoy the rest of it. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow.